Let's think about insulin and its role as a fat storage hormone. Many people are often thinking about, if they're trying to lose weight, they're trying to think about, well, I need to burn more energy or I need to eat less. And although this makes some sense on the face of it, actually it's not quite that simple with how the body works. And as many people have suspected, actually there is much more of a hormonal element at play with determining how much weight or how much fat we store or how much fat we lose. And this is why two people can do exactly the same things and one person can gain fat whilst the other person doesn't. One of the key hormones we need to think about in our control of our body weight and our fat stores is this hormone called insulin. Now, insulin is often thought of as a hormone that lowers blood sugar. However, another really key function of insulin is to enable the body to create and store fat. So insulin should be thought of as a fat storage hormone. It encourages the fat tissue, the fat stores of our body, to take fat out of the blood and store it for a later date. So if we have very high insulin levels, then our body will be keenly trying to store more fat. Whereas if we can lower our insulin levels, then the body will start to allow some of this fat out of the fat stores and we can lose weight. An analogy I sometimes use is if you think about a reservoir with a dam, and the reservoir being full of water, but in this analogy we want to think about that water being fat, not water. So we've got a reservoir of fat, and then we have this dam, and think of the dam as insulin. So the insulin, these high insulin levels are holding the fat stores back, stopping the fat coming out. So how do we drain those fat stores? Well, what we need to do is we need to lower the dam. And what we need to do therefore is lower insulin. So we need to think about taking actions and our lifestyle and behaviors that are going to lower the insulin level to allow fat out of the fat stores and allow us to use it as energy. Now, I think this is a much better way to think about weight loss and using our fat stores than focusing purely on calories that we eat and calories that we burn, that many people struggle with, and actually it doesn't take into account how hormones affect our weight and our fat stores.